Hey guys, and happy 2024. I hope you all are having a nice start to this new year. I am back with some new goals for my work and for this channel that I'm excited to share with you. So let's go ahead and get started. So I kind of mentioned this in my last video about planning on rebranding and simplifying a lot of my social media. With all of that also comes a slight change in what I want this YouTube channel to be. Originally, I said something along the lines of wanting this to be a channel where it's sort of like an artist journey and I'm kind of growing in my freelance illustration career. However, I've kind of come to a point where I just have to admit that one, I'm not really in a place to do freelance 100% as my career, and two, I don't think I really want to anymore. A lot can change within a couple years. Doing children's book illustration has been up and down for me. I think I just want to focus more on creating my own work and my own stories rather than doing it for other people. Because going back to like the beginning of this channel, when I said I was going to be, tracking my journey to a full-time freelance career, I even had videos that I recorded that were about, tips or about clients and freelancing as an illustrator, but I never posted them because I just couldn't bring myself to advertise this career path that I just wasn't enjoying myself. So I kind of just, scrapped them and moved on to just posting, projects that I was working on that I enjoyed personally. And that's kind of the way this YouTube channel is going to continue. I'm not going to touch on freelance. I think I'm kind of going to close that chapter of my life for a little bit and just do projects that I personally love. These changes kind of also led me to look at the work I've been creating and really pinpoint what it is I like to make and how I like to make it. So for starters, I took a look at the work I've created for my Etsy shop, and I have to admit that I leaned in on the cutesy polished illustration style, which normally sells really well for art shops, specifically because it's just a very appealing style for a majority of people. And although I love all the things I made and I don't regret anything, I am going to be making some adjustments to the style and the subject matter a bit. So it matches more with my illustration work that I actually enjoy doing and it actually represents me. And like I said, I don't regret anything that's in the shop. I actually really love everything that I created. But I knew when I opened the shop that it was going to change and evolve. I didn't know if it was going to happen super quickly, but it did. So here we are, already rebranding and not even a full year in operation, but that's okay. And I'm glad that's the way my mind is now, because in the past, actually, funny story, my parents, when I was in high school, were really encouraging me to sell my art on Etsy. But I kind of let all these little details about, what if I don't choose the right shop name, or what if my style isn't perfect yet? So I just never did it. I just let those, ideas run in my head of trying to make it perfect before I actually did the thing, and it kept me from ever starting. And it's not like I didn't put any thought into Printy Cat when I opened it. I just actually opened it and didn't wait until all my ideas were 100% perfect and what I wanted my brand to be. So if you're new to all of this, just know it's probably going to change and it's okay. The direction that I'm going with Printy Cat is more in the fantasy realm, I guess. You'll notice I really enjoy drawing fantasy graphic novel-like adventure art. If you look at my Instagram or even some of the work that I've done in the past here on this YouTube channel, those are kind of the themes that I really enjoy working on. And as I mentioned before, there's going to be plenty of cute cats and corgis. It's really just me being more specific about the work that I put out now that I have a specific direction and I know what I like to create versus what I don't really like to create. And yeah, those are the changes that are coming to my shop, hopefully by the spring. if you haven't noticed, I'm changing my social media to Printy Cat instead of Gabriella Illustration. I've already changed it here on YouTube. I still have to change it over on Instagram, but that's going to take a little bit of time. I already announced the closing of my shop Instagram account. I will now just have one Instagram account that's going to be named Printy Cat. Right now, it's probably still Gabriella Illustration, but it's going to change. I gave it a try. And I realized I didn't like having a separate Instagram solely for my shop. It became kind of boring because all I posted there were advertisements and the occasional like order packing video. And then of course I started to neglect my illustration account because I was so busy, making sure I had enough content on my shop account. But thankfully with this rebrand, everything will feel a lot more cohesive. And it won't be weird having, things about my shop and my illustration work on the same account. And there's not going to be a bunch of advertisements either. I'm not really going to push that type of content as much, so that'll be good. There were also some plans for a Patreon this year. However, I just don't think I have the right following or platform to justify opening up a Patreon. And I think I'm okay with leaving that goal behind and not pursuing it. I think what would be better for me is maybe like an email newsletter. I'm not entirely sure when that's going to happen though. I'm kind of in a place right now where I have a lot of goals for what I want my art business, if you would want to call it that, to look like in the future. And so I'm just like, this year is just about me making progress towards those goals. And so that's just one that I want to throw out there that's probably going to happen instead of Patreon. Or sooner than a Patreon, because I just don't have the platform for it. Also, this is Winston, or Winnie, or Winnie the Pooh, or Pooh Bear. If you've watched my past videos, you can sometimes hear him barking in the background. He's my sister's dog, but I'm caring for him while she is away for an internship. Are you done? So y'all will probably see a little more of him in the future. Okay, final announcement is there is a sale going on in my shop. It is actually Winnie and I's birthday month, so we are having a 40% off sale in the shop. I am trying to clear a bit of inventory to make room for my next Printy Cat era, so please go check it out if you want to snatch some cute stickers and prints. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all are as excited as I am to see these changes, and I will be back with another video really soon. Okay, bye.